You see guys, when you're important in life, you're going to understand that what the main idea is every single day is to make sure that you have yourself an Apple Watch. So what an Apple Watch is, you'll have to understand, is a watch that is going to help you to determine the time. And now when you have a time, such as an Apple Watch, you understand that no matter what, that you can go in place for every single minute of every single day to make sure that you can alarm yourself to tap it and to switch it off. Because guess what? I have an Apple Watch and I make sure to alarm myself every single minute. My alarm in my Apple Watch goes off. And why is that? Because I realize that peak performer who understands life is going to always be awake no matter what. So what an Apple Watch does is help you to be alarmed every single, or less, it helps you to be alarmed every single minute. So every single minute of every single day, this alarm watch goes off and it buzzes me to be into the moment and to be living in the moment. So then what I have to do is I just have to tap it. You understand? So it's a way to overcome your ego. So every single day of every single hour of every single minute, I realize that every single minute of 1 minute, I realize every single 1 minute of life, my Apple Watch goes off. And even while I sleep, I have to always touch it while I sleep. So I can sleep as long as I need to sleep, although I just have to make sure that I touch it and touch it and touch it. You understand? So that I can switch it off. Because that way, I understand that when I switch it off, totally, I can go to sleep for another minute. And then it's going to buzz again throughout my sleep. So that's how I sleep, guys. I sleep in the night and in the daytime, and I don't even sleep. I just sleep consciously. I'm consciously awake all the time. So what the Apple Watch enables me to do is it helps me to live, I realize it helps me to live life 21 years more. You understand? Because if I was to go sleep for 8 hours a day now, every single day for the next 72 years, I realize that's 21 years of life, sleeping. So what I do is, to enable myself to live 21 years longer in life and not sleep unconsciously, I put the Apple Watch to be able to wake me up. You understand? So that way, when the Apple Watch wakes me up, I'm never sleeping. I'm never asleep. So what this enables me to do is be in the present moment, because every single 1 minute, I realize that my Apple Watch is going to ring. And that way, I'm always consciously aware of Jesus. I'm always consciously aware of what's going on. You understand? Because that's the only way of life. You see guys, the only difference in life is to make sure you're expanding every single day and doing a street performance every single day. Because if you're not doing a street performance every day, I mean, what are you doing? You have to understand, it's really get in front of people and start to public speak every single day and do something about it. I mean, do something about the world today. I mean, go and make a difference every single day and do it in front of people is all I'm saying. Because that way you're going to be promoting yourself for free, and it's much better than promoting yourself on Instagram and on YouTube. Because you're not online, you're just in front of people. And that way you understand that when you're in front of people, you can also become very famous in front of people, because that's the only way to do it. So understand that online is not the only way, although in front of people is the better way. You have to understand it's much better to go in front of people and expand and also become a leader than just doing it online on your own. So realize no matter what, that people are in it together when you go in front of people to lead people. You see guys, the ultimate way to understand silence is to be in the moment. And then when you're understanding silence, you have to understand that notes between the silence is the tones. And the silence of the tones is in between the gaps. So when you're learning something, you're going to listen to my communication in between the silence only. And you're not listening to my tones, because my tones don't teach. Although it's really that the silence in between my tones do teach. So that's how you can always read. And that's the only best way to read. Because you have to understand that no matter what you're doing today, you have to understand to read something. You have to understand to be something open. You have to understand to be something much greater. So when you're listening to silence daily, you're going to be that much more fulfilled. To understand peace and quiet is your only option. You see, the key difference, guys, is that when you're taking photos of yourself and doing it over and over again, and you go on Instagram and post 1 million photos, you understand that no matter what, that those people who have not even posted one photo of themselves are going to be inspired by you. And let alone those people who posted 1,000 photos, although you have 1 million photos. You understand? And now, those people who don't even start taking photos of themselves will always be inspired by you, because you have 1 million photos of yourself. Although those people who start
to take photos of themselves and they see you and they continue, they're inspired by you because they understand what they can do too. You have to understand that you never promote other companies in life. You promote your company. Your company is your face. So make sure that every single day you do the best you can to have the best kind of face in life.
You guys can see that I'm about to give a public speaking area over here where I can go and talk. I have my area set up over here where I can just go and speak about something about life. And there's people who are Tongan Samoans and Fijian Islander over here, and Torres Strait Islander, who are just promoting Jesus' work over here. So I'm just doing some work over here and I'm promoting my business cards on the floor. I'm just doing my work over here. You can see that. So I'm just doing my work and I'm relaxing over here. So I understand that these people over here are $2 over here. I found $2 that somebody gave me, so I realize that now and just go do my speech.
Hi, test. I welcome you guys all here today. I realize that I'm here to speak about Jesus too. I realize that no matter what, I'm here in support of all of you because I understand who Jesus is as well. I realize it's you. I realize it's you. I realize it's everybody here because Jesus teaches I love you. I is everything. I says right now. You have to understand that Jesus says, don't cut your eye out. And Jesus means that. You have to understand what I is. I love you. I love you today because guess what? You have to understand that humans are never supposed to touch each other. You understand why? Because you're not supposed to kill anybody. You have to understand the only way that somebody will die is if I come there and touch you right now. Otherwise, if I walk away from you, I'll never kill you. And that's what Jesus is. I will also understand that Jesus did wash feet and wash the feet of the disciples. I will say that he didn't kill the disciples. Otherwise, he touched the disciples by the feet and he washed their feet. Although he didn't kill them and he didn't hurt them. You understand? Although the best aspect of Jesus is to run away from everybody else and to go toward you. Although Jesus teaches you to be the best aspect of your life right now. And those who are the best aspect of their life are the ones who are following Jesus' lifestyle right now. You have to understand, if you need to be important today, you need to also public speak just like Jesus. You have to understand that today, we are bound together through silence, which means we don't have to touch each other. You have to understand that Jesus never had sex. You understand? I mean, Jesus has sex in eternal life without touching you. Or else that's real sex. Or else if you're having sex with other people, you have to understand that's called violence. You understand? Because Jesus never had sex with other people. You have to understand.
Oh Dios Todopoderoso, Señor, te entrego mi vida en este momento, limpia mi corazón, te acepto como mi Salvador, perdóname por mi...
You guys must understand that when you're watching pornography, for example, you have to understand that you may be offended that another guy or a woman has sex with other people, or that other people are having sex more so with other people than you. And you have to understand that's called the ego. And now, if you have to go on pornography and watch pornography images, and you get offended by another guy having sex with a beautiful woman, or if you get offended by a woman having sex with a beautiful guy, and if you're just very hurt about that, you have to understand it's not you that's hurt. You have to understand it's really that the ego that you have is hurt. And you have to understand the ego makes you offended. And the ego is always offended about everything. Or to understand that it's not you who is offended or jealous. And you should understand it's really your ego. So what do you do in that situation to overcome the ego when other people may be having sex with other people? You have to understand that your image is more enough to overcome all those images that you see from pornography. You understand? Although understand that the more pornography images you do watch, whereas the more you're going to overcome the ego, and you're going to understand that images alone cannot hurt you. You understand? So what is hurting you today is your ego. Because your ego believes that an image can hurt you. So if you go and watch pornography and you just watch the thumbnails, you'll understand that your ego may be offended about that. So understand that it's not you who is offended, because understand that images alone cannot hurt you. You understand? I promise you, images cannot hurt you. So what you do is you watch more images in life. And the more images you watch, the better for you, and it means you're going to overcome the ego eventually. And you just have to keep watching more images of pornography and also any type of images. You understand? Although do not masturbate and do not watch in terms of do not pleasurize yourself. You understand? Because pleasure alone kills you. And pleasure alone is ego. So make sure that you're always delaying gratification. Although images alone do not, or else images alone does not hurt you. So understand that anytime you get offended by an image of pornography where other two individuals may be having sex, and you get offended about that, or else there's nothing to be offended about, because understand it's just an image and it's not going to hurt you. You see, guys, what happens is when you judge people's words, you also be judged by yourself and others. And now you have to understand that if you never judge other people, I promise you other people never judge you and your success and what you have. Although if you judge people for what they have and for what they say to you and for how they look, you also never be those people and you never have their success in life. So understand that if you judge somebody for something, you also be judged by yourself the most, because if you judge me for how I am, you never ever be at my level of success. So understand that you have no judgment in life, because if Jesus says to your wife or husband and says, you need to have sex with me behind your husband's back and behind your wife's back, and then you go and judge that and say, Jesus made a mistake here, and you will never ever again see Jesus. Although you must always see Jesus. Although understand this, that if Jesus said that, and you went and shown everybody this message behind Jesus' back and gossip about Jesus for saying this words, you have to understand that you're egotistical about that, and that you find him negative because he said this. Understand? So it's not really Jesus that's negative, because Jesus is testing you in this statement to have sex with your wife or husband. You understand? Although Jesus never did it. Although Jesus can say anything under the blue stars to exactly see your mindset and how you are. And if Jesus says something that's really arrogating toward you, you're going to get arrogated, and then you're going to delete Jesus from Facebook and social media, and you're never going to talk to Jesus again because Jesus wrote a sentence. And then you go to everybody and promote and say, look what he said to me. You understand? And then you're going to go to your husband or your wife and you're going to say, this man is trying to get me. You understand? Otherwise it's just a sentence. Otherwise if Jesus is really trying to get you, otherwise Jesus would have already gotten you. You understand? Because Jesus doesn't have to walk your way in life. Otherwise Jesus will never walk your way. Understand? So the whole point is understand that you never judge words, because then you act like a victim to the words. And then you go to the police and say, this man is harassing me. And this woman is harassing me. You understand? Because nobody harasses me. Although understand that no matter what, I never even harass myself. Although understand you never judge words, because then you're going to act like a victim for some kind of little sentence that somebody writes, or that somebody wrote, or that somebody writes. You understand? Because I may say something very rude. I may say something very rude. In a way, I'm not ego. You see my ego there? I have no ego. You understand that I may say something really rude overall to everybody. Although if you judge me upon it, and you said the fuck word, and that's why you don't respect me anymore. Or else if you don't respect me anymore, or else that means you hate me now. And that means you hate yourself. You understand? Or else that I can swear, I can do anything. Although if you judge my one word that I said from a billion words, and you said that you said the fuck word to me, I mean, you look offended. I mean, you look like somebody who's a victim now. You look like you're blaming me and making excuses for how I talk. Whereas now, those people are trying to control you. And realize that if people are judging your words and what you say, otherwise it's because they're trying to control you. Otherwise it's because they're hypercritical, and it's because they're egotistical. And they get stuck on those words that you said to them. And they never forgive you. Or they never forgive you. Why? Because they're not doing better than yesterday. Or they're not reading. Or they're not growing. And they get stuck on the words, and then they delete you from their life. And then you never have to talk to them again. You forgive them already. Although you move on. Because you find out, even though you may have a 10-year friendship with somebody, and you say one sentence to them, or else they delete you forever. Or else I don't need those people in my life anymore. Because a 10-year friendship is supposed to outlast everything. And it's never supposed to, although it must outlast everything. I realize that if you're growing, you will always outlast everything that other people throw at you. You understand? So the whole point of this is understand that you never judge words, because that way you'll never be condemned by yourself. You'll understand that those who understand peace and freedom are the ones who never judge you about how you are. Because if I say something and you get offended by it, or else I have power over you, or else that it means you're a victim then. So never be a victim, guys, and understand that freedom is found in no judgment. See, guys, I'll teach you exactly what the ego is. So, for example, the ego is not you. Although you have to understand that when you're doing anything in terms of the mirror work, you understand that this image has nothing blocking my image. Otherwise, that's my image right there. Although if you come in the middle over here, you see this right here. I mean, you see how you see that? You see that's ego. See, that's what the ego does. You get it? Because you can see one of my eyes is all the way up here and my other eye is down here. You get it? You can see how the reflection of the mirror does not look like me anymore. And that's what the ego does. You see, the ego is more likely to go and cause the ego is more causing an illusion, and is more likely to cause an illusion like this, because you can see the ego right now. You can see the ego there. Although when I jump here, you can see now it's a nice, beautiful image of me. And that's no ego. That's a nice, beautiful definition of what ego is and what not, in terms of what is not ego. So this image is not ego, because nothing is blocking my vision, and I can see who I am. Although when you come over here, now this is blocking my image, because you can see it. Now that is an illusion, and that's what the ego is. And the ego is fear. Understand? And that's fear, and that's an illusion. Although when you jump to the side here and you look at yourself, really, you are not ego. Understand? So this is where you must be in life. You must never be over here. You must never be right here. You must never be living here. Because if you live here, if you live here, you'll live a lie. You'll never even know who you are. Understand? Because that is ego. Although this over here is you. I just want to teach you guys very quickly that what you need to do before you go to sleep is brush your teeth, because sometimes you find yourself eating before bed, and then when you go like this in front of the actual mirror, then your teeth is all yuck after you wake up. Understand? So make sure you understand. Then just brush your teeth before bed, and also make sure that you're also straight away doing an audio program when you wake up, because you get some ideas, and just keep rolling the footage all day long with your nice and beautiful audio program, and make sure you're giving people ideas all the time. So we're always making sure that either way, that from 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. at night, in terms of 10 o'clock to 6 p.m., 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., I wake up everybody in my house. I wake up everybody. And why is that? Because I have aspects of life like music production to pump outdoors and indoors, and I need people to wake up because I need to do my life. I need to do something greater. So make sure you understand that no matter what, you're always doing something, and instead of writing it down physically in a journal, go and make a video instead. So instead of me having to go into my phone now, inside of my writing journal, I just store on a video. I write something down on a video like this. And that's why you have to understand that if your phone is never with you, then do an audio program. I understand. So what's important is understand this, that since I understand that no matter what, that my audio programs are coming up, I'm understanding that now you must understand how to exchange services and go and do a video program instead of the audio program if your phone is never with you. So make sure you understand that you're bringing always your phones, and bring both of your phones, and bring your selfie stick, and bring your audio content right away in terms of your audio program. And what you do is turn on voice memos and get a selfie stick, and I'll show you something now. Alright, once I do that, I'll show you how I do voice memos. I just open my phone very quickly. Alright, once I open my phone, I turn on voice memos. Alright, now voice memos is right here. And voice memos is a type of program that's an audio program that you can do your nice and beautiful content in terms of your audio. I can say now, since I have my voice memos all the time like this, I understand that either way, people can hear me. And what I can do is I can pause it whenever I want. I can pause my audio content whenever I want. And I can also make sure that I'm heard. So I can extend myself from here and people can hear me from this point. Because look at the waveform. I mean, the waveform is how I talk to people. So what I can do is I can interview people like this. I can interview people as my microphone, because my microphone is the actual phone, and my selfie stick, I can extend it to their actual, let's say, mouth, and people can actually talk on the microphone of the phone. So I can go around the world traveling, and I can also pause it. I can pause the actual nice and beautiful, let's say, voice memo right here. I can pause the button. So what happens is I pause it, and guess what happens? I mean, now, let's say I'm doing something else now, but then guess what? I pick up an idea, I unpause the actual voice memo. I unpause the nice and beautiful voice memo, and I give you an idea straight away, because I have something to say. So then I go around the world traveling, and I walk with the voice memo everywhere. And because I walk with the voice memo everywhere, I make sure you understand that no matter what, that I always am recording my voice in an audio program every single day and all day long. So just yesterday I've done 7 hours with this. Understand? So I may walk to the toilet, I bring my audio program with me. And I'm just talking all the way through. I'm in the bath, I'm talking in a nice and beautiful audio program. I'm making sure that no matter what that I'm walking, I'm doing everything with a voice program, or I'm always doing something with a voice program now. Understand? So that's why it's very, very nice and beautiful for yourself to go and even place the nice and beautiful, let's say, voice memo just on that night. I mean, just place it on the actual table. And what I do is I eat and drink as I do voice memos. So, and I understand that no matter what, they can hear me. I mean, you can see the voice memo can hear me. And either way, I may have some food and drink here. And then guess what I do? I pause it, and then I eat something. I pause and eat I eat the food and drink. And the voice memo is pausing, for example. And then what I do is I have an idea, and then as I'm eating food and drink, I have an idea. I unpause the voice memo, and I say something to the voice memo to give them an idea as I'm eating and drinking. And then I talk and talk and talk, and then I pause it again. I pause the voice memo to eat again something. I eat something again. And then either way, I'm continuing and continuing. And as soon as I have an idea, I give people a voice memo anyway. So what you do is eat, and then once you're ready to do a voice memo, just give ideas straight away. And never wait for an idea to come. But just go give people ideas. I mean, so make sure you understand that way, you're always performing and you're doing better. So make sure no matter what, that you're learning how to go and be abundant. See, what you guys can do is you can go online today, and then you can focus upon understanding that if you're really, really talking, you're actually understanding about life and you're understanding how to really live life, then make sure you're always challenging yourself, and make sure that you're talking with other people over the phone in a way that you're recording the conversation with a voice memo. So what I realize what I have over here is a voice memos program right here. And I'm understanding that I can place voice memos into my phones, and all day long, I can speak to other people all day long, and I can make sure that no matter what, that you hear my conversations that I have with other people through a voice memo, and I'm recording everything in audio, and then I put it into a video, and then I post it on YouTube, and these are my conversations with other people over the phone. And what it helps you to see is how I talk with other people, and it also teaches you something about life, because when you have a back and forth conversation with somebody, then it's teaching you how to speak also. What you guys to understand with voice memos in terms of your phone. So for example, I have a voice memo over here. So what's amazing about the voice memo is understand that when you press play on that, then guess what happens? It works, or else it works. And now, something that you must understand about voice memos is understand that no matter what you're doing around voice memos is when you sometimes press it, sometimes it never works in terms of the wave file. In terms of the wave file, it never shows at first. So what you want to do is show people an example. So when I press it, or else that you see, for example, that it's actually playing, for example, but it's actually never showing me really the wave file. So if you can see, for example, right here, when I press play, or else now it's going to show me the actual wave file of the voice memo. So what I do with this voice memo is before bed, I place it right next to my nice and beautiful bed, and I'm just like this. And I'm saying, you guys are understanding that no matter what, that in my audio program today, I mean, make sure you understand that my next 24 hours of what I'm speaking about and what I'm doing about life is understanding that I'm doing everything to make sure that you guys are happy. And then guess what? I'm talking over the voice memo, and I'm sleeping while I'm doing it. And then guess what happens? I fall asleep. Understand? And when I fall asleep, I pause the actual audio content and I just go to bed. But what I do before bed is I talk like that on a voice memo, and I do my audio programs before bed. And when I wake up, the first thing I'm doing is I grab my selfie stick and I start doing it all. I start recording my audio program throughout the whole day. And I get my selfie stick and I just record like this. And let's say I have something to say. So let's say, for example, I have an idea. I unpause my nice and beautiful voice memo. I say, guys, so I just came up with an idea over here to just make sure that you guys are realizing that I'm also recording myself on video while I'm actually doing a voice memo like this. And because I'm doing this, I'm showing you guys another example in a video such as this, how an audio program comes out to play. I pause it, and guess what? I mean, I may go over there somewhere and I have an idea. I unpause my actual voice memo again. I see, guys, so I just seen some other person running over there, but they were actually violent with the kid. And what happened was, I understand the kid was trying to do something, but the kid, in terms of life, was just running around, and the dad slapped him, in terms of the dad was slapping him around because of that. So make sure you're never slapping your kids, guys. I mean, you have to understand that, because you must understand that if you slap your kids, then how does it feel when I slap your daughter in the face? I mean, I understand. So guess what? I just pick up another idea and make sure that no matter what, I'm pausing my nice and beautiful audio memo. And if another idea comes up to me, in terms of, I see another idea, I make sure I unpause my voice memo again and I start talking again about the idea. I mean, so what I'm doing constantly is I always am recording throughout my day my voice memo. So wherever I walk, I'm talking to the phone. And it's like someone is talking with me on the phone. And then people are watching me and they're saying, hey, but this guy's talking to someone all the time on the phone. I mean, yeah, I have to talk to somebody. I mean, I'm talking to somebody here. You know, I'm talking to somebody on the phone right now. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm talking to myself all day long, but I'm talking to my word I, but making sure all the time that I'm recording my voice memo. So wherever I want to go with this voice memo, I can sleep, I can go to the toilet, I can have a shower, I can have a bath, and I can be doing audio programs like this. And it's pausing, so I just unpause it really quickly. And then either way, I'm sitting down over here, I'm with my dogs, I'm over there, I'm driving, I can put a voice memo program right here and I can do my programs anywhere in life. I mean, it's that simple, guys. So if you understand any way about life, just make sure that you're recording and doing something along the way to help yourself succeed. So guys, that what's important is making sure that if you want to have a photo of yourself anytime, then make sure you understand that you can also do videos of yourself. So make sure that you understand that. I mean, make sure you understand that what's important is do photos and videos of yourself, whatever. But make sure that what you're doing from that point is understanding that it's a photo. And a photo is a photo. And a video is a video. So do it both, whenever you want. Because that's how you actually achieve greatness. And now, what's amazing about understanding the voice memos is I can create the nice and beautiful, let's say, the nice and beautiful way of categories. So I understand that when I have a list over here, I have a list of programs I can do with my voice memo. So I'm pressing over here, and I'm understanding I have settings. And when I go into settings, I want to make sure that my nice and beautiful recording of my audios can actually be a high quality one as well. And it can actually go into nice and beautiful high quality ones. And I'm understanding I put my nice and beautiful recordings of my products on high quality. And that's why I understand that no matter what, my MP4 to MP3 converter is always exporting the content at 128 kbps. And why is that? Because my voice memos was exporting content at 128 kbps. So now my MP4 to MP3 converter, which is an application on the phone, is going to be always in the audio merger of the application side of the phones, where you can always merge audios together, and you can find these applications online where they where they are always merging these audios. So focus on understanding that you have a higher quality audio production, such as 320 kbps, but this one can go up to 256 kbps. So either way, I mean, make sure you understand to just go as high as you can. And then either way, that I focus upon understanding that what you want to do is understanding every single day that if you're doing something around your phone, then you do have a list of products. So for example, when let's say record this nice and beautiful program right here, so you can see I press play, and I'm pressing play, and it records. So guess what? Or since it records, I pause it, and let's say I want to stop it, I can stop it, and I stop it right here. I'm understanding either way, what's important is I stop it, and guess what happens? I mean, underneath here, I can place a category, and I can go in a category of the nice and beautiful, in terms of the nice and beautiful Samsung A20 Galaxy, and I have two categories here, which is life coaching and also music production. So as I show you is what I actually speak. So when I'm speaking it, there's much more of a detail in the words than showing them the actual physical side. So what you do is make sure that you're never showing people physically anything about life. I mean, never show them physically. I mean, show them through the words. And the words is more than physicality in terms of life. I mean, do you understand that? So what you have to understand that words is much more than physicality. So if you want to have a great life for yourself and you want to do something that's very, very popular for yourself, then understand that what you need to do is focus on understanding that voice memos in your phones right now can create categories or certain folders. And if you create a life coaching seminar, then just place it into the audio section of your life coaching category. And if you make music production content in the same audio fashion or same kind of, let's say, voice memo application, then make sure that you're placing those music production qualities in terms of audios inside a music section as well, inside of the voice memos. So you can create categories and you can you can place and put all of your audios into life coaching and also music and also all these categories that you're making up. So for example, in my phone over here, I'm only creating, let's say, life coaching, and also I can do comedy, I can do singing, and I can do all these nice and beautiful aspects of life in terms of topics. And all I do is I arrange them into those kind of folders. So when I create a nice and beautiful life coaching seminar, then I post it into my life coaching group. And then I post my nice and beautiful music production content into music section. And then I understand I make these folders. And then I just drag the life coaching seminar into the life coaching folder. And I post the music section into the music folder. And the comedy section into the comedy folder. I mean, so what I'm doing is then I have all these audios in those folders for the day, and every 24 hours I have this audio content I've done in those folders. And then what I do is I audio merge them together, and I make one audio from all the life coaching seminars I've done for the day. So let's say I've done 5 hours of life coaching, and I've done, let's say, 6 hours of music production and 5 hours of comedy work. So I combine all the little small pieces of content in terms of audio I've done in a day, and I make it all one audio piece. In terms of all the comedies, so I have done 2 minutes of comedy here, 2 minutes and 5 minutes of nice and beautiful comedy over here, and I understand either way the word I is everything. I know my word I know my word I only, and then I've done also 10 minutes of comedy over there and 15 comedy sessions over here in terms of 15 minutes. And guess what? I mean, what happens is understand this, that as you're speaking numbers, it shall pass to be. But guess what? I mean, if you speak more numbers and then you put the words in it and you say everything's the word I, then guess what, approaching, that's what you need to do. And then focus on stating that all these nice and beautiful minutes of content already done equates to, let's say, 50 files of comedy I've done that in a day, because they're all ranging from 2 minutes to 3 minutes and to 10 minutes and to 20 minutes and more. I understand, although there's so much to upload all this 50 content in terms of 50 audio pieces of content up on YouTube. So what I do is I connect 50 pieces of content I've done in a day into one fucking 5-hour program. And now it's fucking just one upload online. And that's what I'm doing with life coaching and music production and comedy and singing. And I'm combining all these fucking sessions I've done in my audio sections, in terms of my voice memos, and I post it up right away. I post it up into my mega storage online quickly. And I place all my nice and beautiful content that's in my phone right now, and I just post it straight away into my nice and beautiful Mega Drive. And then from Mega Drive, I download it anyway. I download it into my phones. And then it goes into my nice and beautiful MP4 to MP3 converter. And then what I do is I audio merge it together and I post it online. So what I'm doing with my nice and beautiful voice memo here and now is I'm making sure that no matter what, that I can use the categories here and there. But making sure that what I do is I upload I upload content as soon as possible up online, so that I never lose my content. So if you're losing your phone, then guess what? You never lose your phone. But make sure you understand that you want to be uploading stuff to Mega Drive online or storage online that you use, like whatever you're using in terms of life. But make sure that no matter what, that you're better than everything, and make sure that you understand how to really satisfy yourself and the need to really, really help yourself succeed. Because that's the whole point, guys. I mean, make sure that no matter what, that you're learning how to grow yourself right now, and that's the whole point. See, guys, what's important is understanding that in your voice memos, just be able to turn your nice and beautiful phone portrait mode, so that you understand that when you're in portrait mode like this, then you're making sure that no matter what that you're learning, that straight away that you can place your nice and beautiful phone in terms of your audio content into categories, and then you can understand to upload your content as soon as you're indoors. So when you go indoors or wherever you are, just upload your content as much as possible online, so you have everything storing online in terms of an online storage somewhere, so you never lose it. Because imagine having imagine having 1010 gigabytes and more of terabytes of knowledge about you and more about life, and somebody steals your laptop and steals all your memories of everything about your life. I mean, isn't that the worst thing? So make sure you understand that no matter what, that you learn to have yourself a mega drive like I do, and go and understand to go into my bio link in Instagram and go and realize my mega drive and sign up to mega drive now, and understand that no matter what, that you're going to prosper and you're going to have all the content about your life, and you're going to have an entrepreneurship time. Because an entrepreneurship time is making sure that you can go and upload your content as fast as possible, so you can understand how to succeed, but making sure that no matter what, that you are learning everything in terms of life and how you are on a video camera. Because understand this, that what's important is understanding your life and your mindset. I mean, be very quick about what you're doing, but make sure that you understand that you're much more faster about what you're doing every single day if you're focusing on your life and success. Because guess what? I promise you, it's about mindset. I just want to make sure that you guys understand that if you have any type of, let's say, individuality in life, then what you understand every single day, what you want to understand is understanding that you want to go and promote yourself and your content every single day, and never look to technology and other people to help you, but make sure that you can go and actually boost your words in a way that's helping you grow. So if you focus on a greater life for yourself and you're focusing on making sure that you're uploading your content very quickly online, then be very fast about it. I mean, be fast to upload a lot of content, so you understand that no matter what's very important for yourself is to be very, very much more elegant about what you're doing, while also adding more to the equation about life in every single manner. Because what's important is making sure that every single time you're ahead of content and making sure that you deliver. So guys, so what's amazing about the voice memos in your phone is that it makes a name for you. And when it makes a name for you, just upload it online and see from that point of view about that name. So if you're understanding that you made more content, for example, but you did upload it online, just check because of that name, you can see it online. You can see to match the names of what the computer has given you already in terms of the name. Because if it's a D900222, then you can see it online, because you just upload that name online. And then what you do, once all your content is uploading online, then what you do is you delete all your content right away, and make sure you place part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4 in terms of all your content. So make sure you rename it again into something greater, but just upload everything online very quickly so that you never lose content. So guys, so what you can do in a video right now is making sure that you can go inside of your nice and beautiful mega drive, and you can also be able to go and understand how to go and make sure you click on something that you can go and see the duration of the video or audio clip, and then go into your voice memos, in terms of go into your voice memos and be able to go and see the durations, and be able to go and really click the nice and beautiful seeing of, is the duration of that clip the same as your voice memo. But do that with 2 phones, is what I'm saying. And that way you understand that you're doing much greater. So my nice and beautiful phone over here, I understand I can go and see my nice and beautiful memos, for example. So what I do is I click on the memos, and once I click on the memos, I can see it's 1 hour and 1 minute. So I see this one's 1 hour over here, so I can click on my nice and beautiful memos right here. And I'm understanding I'm going online. I'm going online into my nice and beautiful mega drive over here, and I'm clicking to see, is that nice and beautiful audio clip or whatever it is nice and beautifully right now, while I'm actually speaking on the video and doing the video content right now, and making sure that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly upon what's happening. So what to me, making sure that no matter what, that when I'm really serious about what's happening around the world, I'm making sure that no matter what, that you guys can hear me and everything's nice and clear for you. So you're understanding that no matter what, that you always have to be speaking much more and more and more to be very much quicker and alive. So what I can do is I have a life coaching nice and beautiful laptop as well, that I can go and see the laptop of all the durations here, and I can see the durations of what's going on. So all I do is I have a laptop over here, so I understand that I'm just really into my nice and beautiful progress. I'm actually into my progress over here. So if I just show you, so look at this. So I have a nice and beautiful content over here, so I can see the durations of my nice and beautiful content over here. But I have a nice and beautiful, let's say, voice memos here. But since I'm laboring I see it's 1 hour and 12 minutes. I see 1 hour and 12 minutes. I mean, where is it? I mean, 1 hour and 12 minutes. It's right here. I mean, I connect the dots. I have that one, so I can delete that one. I can delete that one. But I'll have this one over here. I see 1 hour and 54. I have that one here. I have that one here. And then guess what? I'm just referencing, aren't I? But my laptop's helping me. You see? So I can delete those 2. But this one's uploading online. I'm uploading this one online in terms of number 3. In terms of that one. And I just delete these 2 from my phone. But I'm uploading this one too. So I'll just go and upload that one quickly online. And then either way, you can see how I'm using technology. I'm using my 2 phones. I said 2 phones. I mean, go and use 2 phones for this. And I'm using a laptop now as well. So my laptop is even better now. So I'm using 2 phones. What I'm doing is making sure that my phones is, in terms of life, I'm showing you with my visual away, and also talking it out with my audio way. And then what I'm doing is I'm extracting the audio so that you can understand what I mean as well. So I'm understanding no matter what, it's very important for you to have audio content as well. So I connect all these videos together. So this one may be 3 minutes or whatever. Then my next one may be 5 minutes, and then my next one may be 7 minutes, and then my next video may be 20 minutes. But then I connect it together into 1 hour, and you have an audio program that's 1 hour, for example. And I understand it's 1 hour video as well, because I connect everything together. And that's how I do my content, and that's how fast I can do everything. But now, since I have a laptop, I mean, it's so quick to be able to go and see everything. I mean, so that's what I'm saying, that the Mega Drive over here has a nice and beautiful function where you can click it right here, and you can click that nice and beautiful way. And that's also where you can click it right here. So I'm understanding that all this content right here, I can see that it's uploading, for example. I mean, you can see that it's uploading, for example. I mean, all my content here, just my music production is uploading. I mean, you see it? I mean, you can see it's all uploading online. So I understand that it's another 38 files, but make sure you understand that you can see over here 38 files, for example. And since I'm understanding that no matter what I'm showing you, I mean, you can see over here that it's actually uploading, for example. So I'm downloading content, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning something along the way. So my Samsung actually dashboard, and that's what I mean by the dashboard of the nice and beautiful Samsung, is uploading my content. So that's a recent content I'm just made with my nice and beautiful programs. And of course, update your software, and then just delete your nice and beautiful content right here. And this is how I actually label my nice and beautiful content right here. So what I do is I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then after 10, after 10 of these programs over here, I mean, it's all 1 hour each. And then I make 10 programs, and then I understand either way that what I do is like in my audio merger, I connect it together in my audio merger. So what I do is I have an MP4 to MP3 converter over here. So come and check it out over here really quickly. So look at this. I have an MP4 to MP3 converter. I mean, you see over here? I mean, look at this. I mean, that's my video to MP3 converter, and it's application. And guess what I do? I go and do this, for example. I do an audio merger right here. I mean, look at this. I mean, audio merger. And guess what? I mean, click it, and then I do this, for example. I can only do 10, for example, because I want the free version. I want to go to the free version. And I'm just testing everything out. So I do 10 of them, but I can do 10-hour programs like that, because each one has a 1 hour program, and I just rename it, for example. I can rename it whatever, and then guess what? I do that, and then guess what? I just make sure that I do that, and I make sure that no matter what, I press background convert, and guess what? I mean, it's always in the background now. It's always in the background. I mean, sensor, or as no matter what, then you click it, and you can cancel it as well. And you can just cancel it. I mean, you click the nice and beautiful way of doing this, for example. You click here, and then you make sure either way it goes on the screen, and then you click the X, and then you click cancel and convert. I mean, in a sense, so what I'm doing is I'm showing you by image what exactly I mean about what I'm doing. So no matter what, you guys always have a nice and beautiful dictionary of all the content I've done, that some things I may have never ever done explaining about, and now I've done explaining about it. And so either way, what I need to do now is I'm focusing on understanding that I'm using my laptop now to be able to go and do this content, and I'm also doing much more video work and much more audio work and everything like that. So making sure that no matter what, that now since my nice and beautiful video work is happening, what I want to do is making sure I'm doing videos while I'm uploading my nice and beautiful content into online strategy. So what I'm doing is, since I have to go and stop my audio program, then I'll make my video program right after my audio program. And when I stop my audio program is the time I open up my video program, and I do my video like this. And then I go upload that content that you just seen. And then once it uploads, then I go back to the audio content. And I start doing audio content again. So I'm always watching that screen. So as you can, it's about to upload. And once that uploads, I then go delete all that content. So then I go and click into my nice and beautiful shade over here. But you can see I have a photo of myself always. Then I'm making sure that no matter what, I go here and delete this content. I'm ready to delete this content once it actually uploads. I mean, in a sense, once it uploads into my nice and beautiful content, then I make sure I show you how I actually go and upload this content as well, and how I name it. So I already told you it's going to be number 6 into my series. And then I connect the nice and beautiful way of life in terms of life. But when I'm telling you, I'm showing you as well. I'm told you in a way that I'm showing you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you the ideas. In a sense, so what's important is understanding now that since that nice and beautiful content is uploading, I'm making sure that I'm doing my content somehow and some kind of version all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm looking always for something to do. So I'm holding my nice and beautiful way of life over here with my selfie stick over here, but making sure that no matter what, that I can use my selfie stick all the time to make sure my video is always appropriate. So I'm making sure every single time I'm looking for a way to understand something. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that since I have a selfie stick, I'm making sure that no matter what, I learn different tactics and skills to make sure that my selfie stick is in my video, and I'm making sure that no matter what, I have that kind of vibe going. So I have two phones, and I have a laptop here, and my laptop does my music production. So this one here has gone up now. I'm making sure that you see that it's right, or else my nice and beautiful phone over here has gone up. So what I can do is have a selfie stick, just do that, and make sure I show you really quickly what I'm doing. So since I'm doing this over here, I'm saying that's all different, yeah? So make sure I take my phone off my selfie stick, and let's have a look at this over here. So I'm making sure that no matter what, you guys can see, for example, right here, I change my nice and beautiful positioning of everything, and then either way I do this, and then here we go. I just want to check my Mega Drive first before anything. Before I even delete the content, I want to go in my Mega Drive. I want to see where is it. Where is it? I want to click this. That's a 5-minute one. Where's the other one? And the other one is somewhere around here. So let's have a look. Where did I put it? There it is. So make sure I understand either way. I'll rename it, and it's number 6, and that's it. Or else when it goes number 10, whereas that's 6 hours. Look, that's all 1 hour contents. So that's 6 hours of programs, and then it goes to 10 hours, and then I download it into one folder. I just press here. I'll go to download, and I push save to device, and fucking 10 of them come into my programs. I go to my fucking MP3 I'll go to my video to MP3 converter. I find them here somewhere. Alright, now I'll go early merger, and it shows up over here somewhere. And I fucking merge it together, and it's 10 hours. And then I fucking upload 10 hours online into one series online. And then what I do is I use Photoshop. I use Photoshop to come and download that nice and beautiful audio into my laptop, and I place a nice and beautiful image in a nice and beautiful way, and then I post it to YouTube as a 10-hour program, and that's it. That's how I actually do my content. I just want to say, guys, that if you're doing anything very quickly and you're making sure that you're improving yourself along the way, and you're making sure that no matter what, that when people are watching you, you're just enjoying your life, and you're making sure that no matter what's happening around you in terms of life, you're actually making sure that you're living your life and making sure that you're giving those people ideas very quickly, because it's very important. I just want to say, guys, that if you never find me inspirational, then you'll never inspire me. It's that simple. If I'm giving you a business card on the floor and you never want it, then please get the fuck away from me, because you never inspire me in your life. I never care how inspirational you are. You never ever will inspire me. You never inspire me in life. Understand? If you never want my business card, then you never inspire me. I never fucking care if you're famous. I just want to say, guys, that when you have a nice and beautiful remote control, that you're actually looking at the nice and beautiful remote control light to see is it in connection with your Bluetooth. Because understand, instead of going into your actual phone to see on the settings, to see is your nice and beautiful remote with the connection, sometimes I understand that what's important is understand that if you look at the nice and beautiful actual remote, then it actually has a blue light that's actually just never beeping in terms of it's never going up and down. But if it's turning off and turning on in terms of the light over here, then I have to go into my actual settings to connect it. But you just look at the nice and beautiful remote right away to see is there just a blue light going on. Because when it's a blue light or some kind of light going on in your service of like in terms of this over here, then you understand either way what you do, and you just let it be and then focus on a greater life, because what you need is to understand much greater to promote yourself all the time anywhere. So focus on understanding what I can do with music production is I have this whole fucking place over here to make music production with my portable speaker, and I go over here, I sit over here and I play my music production speaker and I just relax, and I can do it alone anywhere. Yes, I can go in the park over there, I can go music production over there, I can do whatever I want. I can play over here music production, and I can play over here, and I can be doing my fashion branding photos. So I'm doing some fashion branding photos over here, and that's a nice and beautiful photo right here. So I'm actually understanding every single time, if you want to do something great, then love yourself. I want you guys to understand that if you're going around pissing somewhere, and you have to understand that, the honest truth is, I just went over there to piss, and guess what? A car comes straight away and look at me. I'm straight away understanding, hey, I have to fucking piss, but the toilet's all the way fucking over there, 20 minutes away from me. And guess what? I'm understanding that no matter what, the important thing is because I understand that since it's close by for me to piss around here, guess what? I understand I have a fucking fashion photo shoot over here. I'm making sure that what I need to do all the time is make sure you understand that people can watch you, and make sure you understand to have no shame. Because if you have shame about what if you have shame for pissing just around the area here, guess what? It's honest. I'm showing my face over here. Guess what? I have no shame for you. I have no shame, because guess what? I never want to fucking waste 20 meters in terms of 20 minutes fucking walking to the toilet. Fucking 20 minutes to walk to a toilet and to walk back here is another fucking 20 minutes. I mean, I fucking rather piss for 2 seconds right here in the fucking corner over here. I fucking piss for 2 seconds, and I know I piss around here where I do a fucking fashion modeling shoot. Make sure you understand that where I fucking piss, I promise you that I can fucking do a fashion modeling shoot right there too. You understand? If I fucking have to. But guess what? I never want to fucking waste 40 minutes fucking going 20 minutes over there to the fucking toilet, and 20 minutes over here is fucking 40 minutes until I get to the toilet. I mean, in a sense, I'd rather fucking look like a fool a bit, because maybe kids are watching me piss on the fucking wall or some shit. But guess what? I mean, I'm fucking saving my life over here. I mean, do you understand me? So make sure you understand either way that I never fucking care what they think about me. You understand? Because when you understand that now, or as I'm showing my face, I'm very, very happy about my life and what I've done. You understand? So it's just that kind of thing. I'm saving my life. I never want to fucking go over there. So I just fucking piss somewhere around here, because that way I understand I'm saving time. But if I have to go to the toilet and I mean the toilet's nearby, I'll go to the toilet. I mean, understand? So what's important is go to the toilet by default, and understand that. I mean, if you're fucking really, really rushing to go to the toilet, then fucking just piss around here. Because by the time you fucking walk 20 meters over there, so it's 20 minutes over there, and guess what happens? I mean, you're busting all the way through. In a sense, so fucking just piss right away, for fuck's sake. Also guys, if you're finishing on anything in terms of life, then just make sure you understand that it's the word I you finish with. Or make sure you understand that every single time that if you want to finish on any other words, then make sure it's the word I. Because the word I is everything in the word I. I promise you, if you guys are having anxiety out there, and if you feel like you have to express yourself in physical format in terms of sex with other people, then what you want is, you have to understand that those people who are anxious or having sex with other people, or doing pleasure activities, or food and drink, or going to a restaurant or something like that, I mean, what you really want is words. I mean, you must understand that whatever you're doing today in terms of your life, I mean, all you want to do is express the words in that. When you want to be expressing those words there, and the words there is what you want, and never the people. I mean, you never want the people. You want to express your words to the people. I mean, the words are different. So if you can express your words to everything you're doing daily, I mean, that's all you want. That's all you ever want. So make sure every single day you're understanding and acknowledging yourself to do so every single day, to make sure that you're understanding what I'm doing every single time. And it's just that I'm really, really recording all the time a video or audio or nice and beautiful writing materials where I can give it to you right away to focus on a greater life, because that's what I mean. I mean a greater life all the time. I'm making sure that no matter what, you understand every single day I'm focusing on a greater life for myself. So every single day you understand how to go and do much greater, then express your words in terms of what you're doing today. So every single day, if you're waking up in the morning, or if you're doing something nice and beautiful daily, then focus on expressing those words to everybody. And that's all you ever want. I mean, you just want to be able to be with them to express the words. I mean, they never want to be with you because of words. I mean, understand? And they never want to choose you to be with you because they want to express words to other people. So what you have to do? I mean, you have to chase them. I mean, you have to chase them to give them words. I mean, you have to show them that you care for them in words. I mean, the stronger words you give them, the better for you. I mean, is it worth it for you to chase them? I mean, guess what? I mean, it's never worth it for you to chase them if you want yourself. I mean, just speak words to yourself then. I mean, so I'm a loner because I never chase other people to speak the words to them. I never try to chase other people to speak words to them. I never need them to speak words to. I never need them around me. Because when they're around me, I mean, all they want is to speak words to everybody. But I want to speak words just to Danny Milivojevic and God, and that's it. I mean, I'm speaking everything. I'm speaking to everything, but make sure you understand that I speak to the word I only. And now, because I speak to the word I just go where I need to go, and that's it. But now, because I understand that before I was unattractive, and to a certain point I seen this beautiful woman, and I did approach beautiful women here and there to show that I am attractive. But the thing is, if you approach everybody and you speak to them, and you keep speaking to them words, then you look very attractive. So I can find myself in these situations where I go around tables talking to people randomly. I mean, I look very attractive all the way through. But it's a waste. I mean, it's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time to go around people and to talk to them only. I mean, go and record it. I mean, go and record it while you're doing it. I mean, now people are saying, what the fuck? I'm saying, but guess what? I mean, just go away from them now. I mean, get away from them altogether. Because all they want to do is go around each other and speak to each other all fucking day long. And they want to waste time sitting on the fucking balcony, smoking weed and talking to each other. I mean, it's a fucking waste of time. Whereas what's never a waste of time is if you go and do something very great for yourself to speak to people, and as you speak to people, you shall live life much more. But you never ever look at people in a way to harm them or to get pleasure from them, because to get pleasure from them is to cause them violence, I promise you. I mean, if somebody looks at you in a way to get pleasure from you, it's because they're violent with you. I mean, if they come into your house just to have pleasure with you, then guess what? I promise you, it's much more about the connection of words within that, more than the pleasure. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that you have to go and really, really improve yourself in your words with those people, rather than the pleasure. I mean, it's never the pleasure. I mean, pleasure never satisfies, but what satisfies is making sure that you understand that you have to go and really, really love your life in a way that you're encouraging people to learn from what you're doing, so you're actually talking to them about what you're doing. In a sense, so you're making sure every single time you have to understand that if you have that nice and beautiful connection with somebody, then make sure you understand that no matter what you're looking for, that nice and beautiful improvement. And that's it. Approach now every single time. Look to understand that you have to go and promote yourself, and understand if your biological father or somebody gives you the car, then guess what? I mean, they gave you the car for life. I mean, for life. I mean, what's amazing is just focus on understanding that you have to go really, really understand something about life so you can be greater. So if you guys want to find true happiness, then all you have to do is really be happier before you have a relationship with somebody else. I mean, try to be happier before you get with other people. I mean, try to be happier before you have to talk to other people. I understand? I mean, be happier without having to talk to other people. I understand? I mean, that's the art of true relationship with yourself, is being able to stay away from other people as much as you can, which creates happiness. And now if you understand that, then understand this. That if you understand how to really grow yourself every single day by staying away from other people and stopping to talk to them in a way that you never stop to talk to them, but talk to yourself only with the words every single day, and express those words more of your life, in your life, with your life only, then you can be happier, and then understand that's the true art of happiness. So guys, so here I am at the Mounties over here, and this is actually my room over here, saying that as I come and do my seminar over here on the 28th of May, you guys can actually see my room. So this is actually in connection together, and 100 people are coming to my event over here. No matter what, if you guys can see me over here, I'll be over here just at the nice and beautiful front, because that's the front desk right here, and that's the front desk. And then all the chairs are going to be from the right to left side, and then it's the whole seminar. So then this is, I mean, this is something that can open up right here. And as you just go and really understand that these chairs are always going to be they're all going to be lining up to watch me from that point. So I'll be from there, and understand it's a nice and beautiful room that you can rent out here at the Mounties. And I gave $500 to be able to rent this room for 8 hours. So I understand it's just that kind of room, yeah? So you're just focusing on just inviting people for yourself so you can just enjoy yourself. Alright, so anyway guys, just make sure that you understand that's the kind of room that you get for my price over here, and understand just understand that before the door over here, or should somebody standing over here to make sure that you guys are giving me the money before you see me and before anything happens in the room, because I understand it's $200 per ticket event, because that way I give you all the information that you deserve. And just make sure you're showing up here and just coming here very early, so that you understand that no matter what, it's 8 hours of actual information. If you want to run to the toilet, I mean, just go to the toilet. Also, just make sure that you guys do have foods and drinks and buffets around here, where you can go and get yourself food and drinks as well. So if you want to leave my seminar for a toilet break, or to go with your family somewhere, or to talk on the phone, just talk out there somewhere, and just make sure you understand I'm always talking, and I'm always understanding that the actual event is running for 8 hours, and there's no stopping. There's no stopping. So if you want to run to the toilet, just go run to the toilet quickly, because for myself, especially if I have to run for the toilet, no matter what, then I understand that everybody has a little break, and then no matter what, that is how it is. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you guys understand that you arrive on the 28th of May in 2021 at Mounties over here. So making sure that you guys understand that no matter what, I'm learning much more about events, and I'm learning how to actually dwell upon making sure that you guys are very successful.
So anyway guys, I'm just making sure that my audio over here with the phone I can hear it on the phone eventually, so I'll be able to listen to you guys. So making sure that anyway, as I move around, I understand that this is my nice and beautiful seminar over here. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm just a public speaker, I'm somebody of a life coach. I mean, just make sure that this is a nice and beautiful event page over here. So this is 17 chairs right now, but there's going to be some chairs in the middle over here, and there's also something happening in the background. So what I do is I grab my selfie stick like this, and I'll be able to record myself with the people in the background, and I'm making sure everybody understands that I do have a PowerPoint over here as well. I have some lasers going on as well, and I'm making sure that you guys can understand quickly that this is a nice and beautiful Bluetooth microphone speaker over here. So what I'm doing is I'm recording my event over here,
And people are going to have these nice and beautiful chairs going around over here. So when you have chairs and also tables around, I'm understanding also I have my own separate table over here where I can sit down and I can enjoy. But I'm understanding that what's important is for my event over here, I'm understanding it's a nice and beautiful vibrational kind of seminar going on. So I'm understanding that it's my 29th birthday on the 28th of May. So I want you guys to come to my event. I want you to understand that there's going to be 100 chairs around here and also tables to be able to see everybody in my event. So that way I focus upon understanding to give you guys 8 hours of content. So as I promote myself, I make sure that you guys understand the difference between the audio quality over here. So I'm making sure you understand that no matter what I can do also is I can promote myself like this. I can just go and do something around here as well. So as I can place my nice and beautiful, let's say, phone speaker like this in front of people. I can be at the back over here. And as I be at the back, I mean, you guys can see me this way as well. Alright, that's a nice and beautiful way, but what I'm actually testing is the actual microphone audio over here to be able to actually see how you guys are actually listening to my audio content over here in terms of my video. So I'm making sure that you guys can hear me straight away. That regardless of what happens, I can also understand I can sit like this and I can actually talk to you right now as well. So it's nice and beautiful to be able to go and just do a nice and beautiful content in terms of what you're doing. But I'm also able to place my selfie stick like this and also be able to just really enjoy myself like this and be able to talk to the seminar just this way too. So I can focus upon talking to you guys and then I can talk to these people here, and there's always people all around me over here. So as you can see that I'm recording myself and the people around here. And now I understand that no matter what's important, if somebody else never wants themselves in the video, they can see it on the side over there. And that way we understand anyway that what I'm doing is just promoting myself, and the whole point is just we're learning. I mean, we're learning something along the way, and we understand that no matter what, that we have a great seminar coming up. So make sure you guys enjoy and make sure that you guys come to my seminar and make sure that you understand that it's worth it, and that way we have a greater business. So hello guys, I'm just here at the nice and beautiful Officeworks of Liverpool, Australia, and as you can see cars right here, and guess what I'm doing? I mean, you can see nice and beautiful promotions right here. I mean, you guys can see my promotions on every single car over here. I'm making sure that no matter what, you understand straight away guys, and I'm promoting my business cards over here. So each and every car gets one of my business cards, so you can understand that as I grow myself guys, I'm making sure you guys understand my business cards. I go on all these cars over here, I have all these cars. I mean, how many promotions do you want, man? I'll go give thousands and thousands of business cards like this and I become famous overnight. I see if you're calling yourself successful, then what you need to do is have a greater mindset for yourself so you can understand how to pick your nose in a way that you're doing better. Because if you're picking your nose in a way, you're just picking your nose. Because guess what? I mean, never ever pick on other people's noses. I mean, understand? Because the whole point of being a business mindset is understanding how to grow yourself. I see most of you want to make money, but never do you want to go and make your own audio programs. So guess what? I realized if you want to understand this, that I can go and make audio programs 24/7 with my in terms of my nice and beautiful Samsung A20 Galaxy, and I can go and understand straight away that yes, I understand how nice and beautiful I look. I understand straight away that you can see my fashion photos, and I'm understanding straight away how much greater of a kind of individual I am, because I give you all the knowledge every single day. I give you all the knowledge every single day to make sure that you're perfection in terms of what you're doing, but making sure all the time that you're growing yourself and making sure always that you understand straight away to be cooking, and to understand straight away to love your life, and to understand straight away how I'm actually understanding my life over here, because I'm growing myself. I'm making sure that I'm the best in the world. I'm making sure I'm doing something amazing for myself. But make sure you understand every single day, I'm never upset about who I am, because this is the latest fashion. This is the latest fashion right here. And you must understand that. This is Danny Milivojevic at his best. I just want to show you guys very quickly my spaghetti over here. I mean, you see this? I mean, that's black bark. And that's because I was frying my actual spaghetti in boiling water. And in boiling water. And it makes that color. And now that color, you never eat that color. I mean, sometimes you may place toast in the actual toaster, and then after 5 minutes, it may go black like that. You'll never eat that because that's cancerous. And also on the actual barbecue, you may find that black stuff on your food. And never ever eat that. We never eat that black stuff because that's oil, and it's also something of, let's say, burnt up something that it's already toxic. And it's toxic in a way that sometimes when you place oil on a frying pan and you cook so much on it that your food goes black. I mean, we never ever eat that because that's all trans fats. in terms of trans fats. I mean, since the trans fats is cancerous. And now, trans fats you can actually get in boiling water as well. And why is that? Because you can see it. I mean, you can see trans fats here. I mean, trans fats, I mean, this is already burnt. I mean, you never eat burnt food. And that's burnt food. I mean, no matter how crunchy it is, I was eating that before. I was eating that before because it was so crunchy. I mean, saying, but no, I mean, never eat it. And that way you're just much better. But eat something like where there's no black on it, like that. And that way you're just safer. And just be safe anyway. Because that way you understand straight away that no matter what, that anything that's black bark on your food like that is very cancerous, and never eat it. I'm making sure anyway that what's important for myself over here is to make sure that I'm learning very quickly upon helping myself to succeed. But I'm always understanding my nice and beautiful dog over here. I have a beautiful dog. I have a nice and beautiful dog that's sleeping on me all the time. And my dog loves me, man. I mean, you can see. I mean, this is Jesus Christ sleeping on me today. And I'm taking care of Jesus Christ today. And you can see my other dog over here. And my other dog is over here as well. And I just have this little baby boy over here. And I'm making sure I take care of him. I make sure I show him some love and respect today. Because he deserves it. I mean, he deserves it every single day. And as he sleeps, I mean, he's just enjoying, yeah? He's just enjoying himself. I welcome you guys into my nice and beautiful radio show. So guess what? I mean, Idonotopia. I mean, this track over here is amazing. And why is it so amazing? I mean, why is it that kind of picture that you need? I mean, guess what? I mean, it's amazing because if you understand how long it is. I mean, it's such a long track. And if you just sit down somewhere and just relax for yourself and just be able to listen to it the whole time and just be able to see the orchestration and be able to see the composition of that music track and how I did place it together and understand it's a trance, in terms of a trance classic. And it's one of the best trance music tracks that you've ever heard. And why is that? Because it's such a long music track. And it's such a long trance music track that it's the best of all time. And Idonotopia is the best music trance soundtrack that you've ever heard in my life. And that's coming from my words. But it's also coming from everybody else right now. And why is that? Because it's the longest trance music track that you've ever heard. And that's why I'm saying now that no matter what, you guys can be the judge of everything. But make sure you understand that Danny Milivojevic is Idonotopia. I see. So anyway, guys, that is Idonotopia right there. And I'm making sure that you understand straight away that now, since you understand what I can do, I mean, just understand that in my next tracks, I have plenty coming, man. I have so much coming every single day, but I want to understand straight away. I want you guys to go and dwell upon a better way. Because if you understand anything about what you've just heard, I hope I have been someone of an inspiration within that time for yourself. So that understand that no matter what, that I'm always throwing these nice and beautiful content at you, because that's how I see life. And how I see life is a greater way. Because I want you guys to experience Danny Milivojevic every single day. And I want you to understand straight away that if you see me around town, playing Idonotopia, somewhere around the area, then make sure you come and see me. Because I understand that at a nightclub, at a festival, or anywhere around the world where I may be playing, DJing with Idonotopia and all my other tracks. I mean, just make sure you come, because that way I never want you to miss out. So anyway, guys, just make sure that you understand straight away how I feel about this. I feel Idonotopia. See, guys, if you want to go and really, really love your life, then guess what you have to do? I mean, you have to make sure you have a selfie stick with a voice memo, and you have to make sure every single day that you're actually always studying and learning and nicely and beautifully understanding that my microphone is the actual phone of the microphone. And then understand that no matter what, I'm always giving you guys knowledge. So you have to understand that every single day I go and really, really do my life much greater. I'm focusing on something that's really good and making sure that no matter what, I'm moving around the world very quickly and also doing my nice, beautiful content daily so that everybody can go and have a better life for myself. Because that way I understand straight away that the world, in terms of the world, and you and everybody is working for Danny Milivojevic. I'm sure everybody's working for Danny Milivojevic today. I'm the boss of your life. I'm making sure you understand. I'm ordering you around to make sure that today you must be good. And you must be how to go. You must be understanding straight away how to go and find Christmas presents and give them to other people because Danny Milivojevic said so. And make sure you understand straight away that no matter what, you're giving people content because Danny Milivojevic said. When you understand, because that's how I'm the boss of you. I'm just here at the Curtin Street of Cabramatta, and this is that nice and beautiful actual house right there. You can see that house right there. I mean, that house right there, I was living there with my biological dad and my biological mother, and I was around 8 years of age. And over there, that's where my biological father was throwing my actual biological mother down the stairs, and that's where my neighbor was having a heart attack as well. And this is also where I was when I fucking broke my nose. I broke my nose over here, I was killing fucking ants over here as well. I was killing a lot of ants over there. I seen ants on the floor. I was fucking stepping on them. I was stepping on the ants over here. I mean, just right there. I understand. And also, I understand how it is. I was killing ants on purpose. I understand. But look at this. I mean, over here, or as my biological dad says, to go with a woman somewhere to her house, and fucking she starts driving the car, and the car's going a bit slower than this car. I mean, a bit slower than that one, but around 30 miles an hour. And fucking around here, and fucking over there. I mean, just over there, I fucking jump out of the car, man. I jump out of the car and start rolling for the fucking cement. And I did start rolling on the cement over here. And I fucking broke my nose for 19 years. And around 19 years, my nose was broken. For around 19 years. Whereas this nose was broken. You understand? And I was breathing like... I had a difficult time breathing for around 19 years. And that's because I was fucking stupid around 5 years of age. And I fucking jumped out of the car. I said 3, 2, 1. I remember 3, 2, 1. I fucking boom. I mean, do you have the guts, Danny? I said, do you have the guts? Do you have the guts to jump out of the car? I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I have the guts. I say, fucking, there we go. I said. I mean, anyway, I'm understanding over here. I understand over the back over here, or over the back of this house, or shoot people's fucking needles and people who do heroin. Over there at the back. And also over here is a Cabramatta, nice and beautiful swimming pool. And there's a fucking swimming pool over there, Cabramatta. But this one has a large drop where you can climb up the ladder and you fucking look down and fucking like this, and you can fucking jump into the fucking swimming pool. And one of the largest ones in the area here around here in Cabramatta. But now it's gone. Now they did tear it down. But now I'm understanding I was always on that. And I was always over there. We were playing netball on the sand. And there was some sand over there. And there was a nice beautiful swimming pool over there. But now it's a different one. And now it's a different swimming pool. But over there, my beautiful friend Marko Petunic lives over there. And I'm understanding anyway. Over here, I was fucking building a tent. I was building a tent over here. I was playing marbles around here, man. I was playing marbles around here. And over there, over there, there's a nice and beautiful gate. Roger, that gate fucking fell on me, man. I went to climb the fucking fence. And that fucking fence, whoop, boom, and fucking falls on me. And my biological dad's watching me from the actual fucking balcony. When that happened, or when that did happen, my biological dad was watching me from the balcony when the fucking fence fell on me. And I was trying to climb the fence, and the fence fucking just broke, and I fucking went backwards, and I fell, and the fence fell on me. And it was so hard, or it was so difficult for me to fucking push that fence. You understand? Because then my biological dad was looking at me, and it was fucking running all the way down to help save my life. And guess what? Then I went fucking from the actual balcony and fucking jumping from that balcony onto the floor. I'm jumping from the balcony onto the fucking grass on the floor, man. And here we're fucking digging holes. Me and my friends over here. We're digging some holes around here, and we're playing some marbles on the floor. We'll try to hit the marbles into the floor, into the hole, because we're digging holes to put the marbles in. And we're playing from all the way over there from the rubbish bins, and the marbles fucking hole is over there. And we went from over here to over there. And we have to understand to straight away to see who can fucking put the marble in the hole before anybody else. Understand? So then from here, I was walking from here, I go and turn left to go that way, and then I fucking went all the way up there to fucking Cabramatta High School, in terms of Cabramatta Public School. And then from that point, I realized that when I was at Cabramatta High School, we did move over there to McBurney Road in Cabramatta. But what else around here, man? That's it, man. I was building a tent over there. I realized that's where my biological mum, for my 8th birthday, gave me fucking The Lost Worlds. There's the movie The Lost Worlds, which is Jurassic Park. And I was around 8 years of age, and for my Christmas present, my biological mother has a Christmas tree in our house. And she fucking says, open up your presents. I see the presents over here. And it's fucking The Lost Worlds, Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, The Lost Worlds, man. I mean, now today I have a Dinotopia. I mean, go and check out Dinotopia. I'm a music producer. And I put dinosaurs in it because I love dinosaurs. Understand? And that was the best movie. First, that's the best movie. I mean, understand? Because the best movie right now is my word I. Approach it's this video. Approach this video is the best movie. But out of those movies out there, I mean, the best movie out there, approach Jurassic Park. I mean, totally. I mean, dinosaurs, everything. I mean, why not dinosaurs, man? I mean, you have to see dinosaur movies. I mean, they're the best movies of my life over there, in terms of the crowd's movies. That has nothing to do with I. Understand? But everything has to do with I. But I'm always the best anyway. But I want to rate that one of the best movies out there is Jurassic Park. Understand? In terms of The Lost Worlds and the Jurassic Park, in terms of the Jurassic Park movie series. It's such an excellent series. I mean, in a sense, so what I do over here is I'm understanding that now. I understand that I want to just go and give my business cards around here because on the 28th of May, I have a nice and beautiful birthday coming up for my 29th birthday. And I was around here, I was 21 years ago around here. I was around here, I'm still here. But the thing is, around 21 years ago, I was here. And this is Curtin Street. From the age of, let's say, 2 to around 8 years of age, I was here. I mean, around age of 2 to around age of 8, I was here at Curtin Street. And then we fucking went to McBurney Road over there. And I was living over there for a bit. And then from that point, I went to Campbelltown. I actually went to the Caramara School over there. I was living in the Caramara School, in terms of Caramara High School over there, where the Caramara High School is. And then we went to Campbelltown, and then we went to Busby. So that's just me and my biological dad. So I'll just go and give them my nice and beautiful business cards over here. But that's how it is, guys. And just understand straight away how you can grow yourself and just give people a background of that house. So anyway, I'm around 28 years of age now. And guess what? I promise you, I'm giving my business cards. I'm giving my business cards because on the 29th birthday on 28th May, which is in around 8 days' time, I'm inviting people to come to my event around here in the Mount Pritchard of Sydney, Australia. And I'm inviting around 100 people to my seminar. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that they all give me $200 for my birthday. So my birthday is on the 28th of May, and on the 28th of May is my seminar that I'm giving for 8 hours. So anyway, from that point, I have a cameraman, I have somebody already taping me, and I give them $25 an hour to do it. And I'm making sure that they are asking for that money. So no matter what, I'm just understanding straight away that I'm giving people as many business cards as I can. I already gave around 3,600 business cards already to come to my event. And 1 in 36 people have to give me $200. I mean, 1 in 36 people right now, until the 28th of May, have to give me $200. I mean, 1 in 36 people. I mean, do you believe that 1 in 36 people can give me $200? Or should they can give me $200? So make fractions a part of your life and understand that the more business cards I give, so I'm giving more than that, but there's more. For example, where you give 10,000 business cards, then every fucking 10,001 people to come and give you a business cards. I mean, do you believe that 1 in 10,000 people who've seen your business card can give you a nice and beautiful, let's say, $200? Because there's only 100 people coming to my event. But if you give 10,000 business cards in a local area before it happens, then guess what? Probably only 100 of them have to come to your event out of 10,000. I mean, do you believe that 1 in 10,000 people can give you a business card of $200 in your pocket once you ask for it? I mean, do you believe that 1 in 10,000 people can give you $200 when you ask for it? Of course, yeah. Of course, yes. Of course, everybody can give you money when you ask for it. But that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is do a better job. I'm just here at the Curtin Street of where I was living before, around 2 years of age to 8 years of age. And this over here is where my mum hit the wall. Boom. When she hit the wall here, and this was all blood over here. And over here, my biological dad threw my mum down 5 steps of, my biological dad threw her around 5 steps, around 5 steps around here. And it's 5 steps, I mean, you understand? But guess what? I mean, everything's just the word I. And this is around 5 steps over here. My biological dad threw her down the stairs, and she fucking boom, into the fucking actual wall right here. And I was around 8 years of age. And you see? And he throws her down the stairs, and she tumbles and lands on her head, boom, like this. And I'm looking at her from here. I'm looking at her like this. And I was right here. And she's over there. And she's over there. And my biological mom's over there. And I'm looking at her like this. Understand? And I mean, I could see the image, which is, you see? My biological dad, Dusan Milivojevic, frozen down the stairs, mate. I mean, she's done nothing to him. Understand? Bro, she never deserves it. And then I went into the kitchen over here, and I was living at number 6 over here. And I went to the kitchen to get a knife to stab my father. I was around 8 years of age. I had a fucking butcher knife to stab him. I mean, he's lucky. But I'm lucky. You understand? I mean, the whole thing is to understand that if I'd done that, I would have went with my mum on that day. For sure. I said, so that's the thing, yeah? I held back. I never did want to cause them violence. So, there you go. But the thing is, over here, or else my neighbor over here was watching me just over here. I mean, just 1 meter away from that door. He was having a heart attack. I mean, he was having a heart attack in that door. And he's looking at me like this. And he's unable to breathe. And he's unable to breathe because when you have a heart attack, if you breathe and breathe and breathe more, I mean, you're unable to breathe if you're having a heart attack because your heart has no oxygen. And he's having a heart. And it's like this, and it's moving, and he's moving, and he's moving, and he's moving. And it's right here. Understand? And I understand he's with me. I'm understanding that the thing is over here, or else over here, I went into the kitchen as well. And I'm understanding that I thank you. I say he's calling me beautiful. Or it's much more, I always have these spirits with me, yeah? So I'm understanding that I have over here my nice and beautiful, let's say, kitchen before. And I went to get the knife. I was trying to make myself food. I was cutting my hands. Or else each and every one of my hands was around 10 slices. I mean, around 10 times I cut myself. Whereas my hands were fully bloody. I mean, both hands were fully bloody. I mean, why? I was trying to cut something. I was trying to cut meat. And I was unable to cut. I never understood how to cut the meat. And I was cutting myself with my hands instead. Whereas my hands were all bloody. Over here. And also over here, I walk into my bedroom. Walk into my dad's bedroom at night. And he's fucking my mother at the night time. And then he turns around and he sees me and he fucking goes, boom, and he whacks me. Understand? And I ran into my room that night. And over here also, I have a Christmas tree around here. So I already shown you guys. But no matter what, you must understand, I was playing marbles over here inside of the house. And there's a timber flooring. And there's a timber flooring there. And I was playing marbles around town. And I had Jennifer also from this neighbor. And she's just my neighbor. She comes to my house and the neighbors come over and we're just around town and we're just enjoying each other. I mean, we're just learning and we have Simpsons playing and we're just coloring. I was coloring a lot. I was coloring all these Goku stuff and Super Saiyan Goku and all the Goku stuff and all the Pokemon. And I was coloring. I had coloring books. I was always doing coloring of everything. And I go and make the edges of all the colors. I do the edges and I color the edges of the drawings and then I lightly shade the middle part. So if you have a circle, then I go and really I ingrain the actual color of the circle where the line is, but inside is a light red. But around it is a dark red. It's a dark red where the line is of the circle, but inside it's all a light red kind of thing. And I was doing that with Goku and I was doing that with all these colors. And I just remember it's a beautiful thing. And then also, when I was staying over here, I'll just go now. Otherwise my time's to go. But the thing is that now I focus upon understanding that she over here, I just want to show you this. That when I was watching my biological mother get thrown down the stairs over here, and I seen her like this and I was watching her like this. I was watching her like this and she was running down. She ran down the stairs. Or she ran down the stairs and she has bare feet and she has no shoes on. And she just went and she had a bag and she just had a bag and she just went but she never came back here ever again. Understand? So anyway, I want to move on now. I can surely understand straight away how this feels, but it's just that memory, but there's still the same railing. And that railing was here and it's still here for around 21 years. This railing was here when I was here. And the actual concrete over here is still the same. I mean, the concrete is still the same, and the door is different. That's a different door. Understand? I've there's a different doors, but the wall is the same. It's the same wall. You can just tell. Alright, anyway, I'll just show you the background over there. See, this is Kern Street, so this is also where I was living, and I was going around here, and I understand Boris and Biljana was here back then. And we were playing around this place over here. We were playing around this place. I just want to show you something about my life over here. So this is where my biological dad was parking his car in the nice and beautiful garages over here. And I can remember everything that was going on. Otherwise, I have a friend over here as well. But the thing is, I always have friends. But this is where I was finding the heroin. I mean, heroin needles were all around this place. All these heroin needles, man. And back then, in 1999, or it was around 1990, Cabramatta was full of drug addicts around town. In a sense, so This is the place over here, and as you can see straight away, I'll just show you. You can see straight away how that is, for example. You can see how I grew up in this place. I mean, yeah, so I'm ready to go, but that's something I'm saying in terms of my story, and I'm understanding that no matter what, I just went to give my business cards around town over here. So the actual bricks is still the same, and it's the same bricks, and it's the same ColourBond fence for over 21 years. You understand? And the bins are still in the same spot, and the bins were there back then as well. And over here, I was playing marbles right here. I was playing all sorts of games, and I was jumping from that actual balcony all the way to the floor. I was just playing around. I was playing around the whole time, and I'm just focusing on helping my life to deliver content. Well, that's how you're going to do a better job.